the couple will be there so that you see. Then if he wants to play here, he's still playing the same thing as moving the cup. But when with a trained musician, they can play without moving the cup. They can go into any key, and they can find other songs that are not coming from their culture with the ear, with listening. So it's for me, it's been very important to look at the music and think more tonality and keys and be able to pick it up. One time, Yuma Sangala said that, I don't know how accurate is that. He said South Africans are the only musicians who can play their own kind of music and still play other kinds of music from different places. So he said that, and I'm yet to see anybody from China, from Russia who can play African music. Paul Simon had to have African musicians to sound like his stuff. It's the hearing and the training. And with training, I don't really mean a school training. It's just to be able to get around technically and learn the harmony on your instrument. Some people have done it through the school, some people have done it by a lot of it by ear. I consider myself very lucky to be able to fluctuate between the two. So when I do my profile, I say I graduated in the street and in the school. When I got into the school in America, in the School of Music, the degree that takes for 5 years, for 4 years, I was able to finish the same degree in 2.5 years. Because I already came playing when I arrived there. They gave me the scholarship because they found me on stage playing. And of course, Jackie McLean offered me a scholarship to study at Hartford University. So it's always very good to be able to find both ways, because this is a form of hearing too. Audio is also another form of hearing. You can hear from there. You can play things that you never heard from the page, and it makes it easy.
Because it's true that when I was listening Abdullah Ibrahim saying, yeah, I felt there was a sentence and he was saying that music is accepting the loneliness. Do you think so as well? Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Okay, loneliness. That's a big word. I would say
Loneliness is nice.
I do.
I'm not isolated.
I do embrace it. Look, I told someone recently, performers are meant to perform. There's a need for musicians to perform in front of people. All performers are peacocks. You can't hide your feathers.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're Miles Davis who stood with his back to the audience. He's the performer, they come to see him do that. So I think it's a balance between having a lonely existence and accepting the fact that you have a need to be in front of people to perform. I think everybody that's ever played an instrument as carrying some form of message within the music, or as a song that they would like to. It's like the bird, it's not trying to hide it. You know what I mean? You can't let it. You can't. So the song comes out, but my answer to the loneliness question, which is beautiful, is that if you have enough curiosities as a musician, I call myself Sonic Citizen, you know, because I see the world of sound as this massive thing that I just want to swim in. And I just want to go in there. So daily, there is the thing that almost creates beauty is that you daily go into that place to find treasures for whoever's going to hear you later. So it is a lonely, sometimes very lonely existence. Because I think most musicians realize that all the music that they ever play, they play much more music than would have been heard by anybody. But they're the recipient of something very beautiful every day. They are the audience for that, and nobody's privy to that. I think that's beautiful loneliness, and something that you maybe want to protect.
Because there's a different kind of loneliness. Sometimes you're lonely because you're isolated and you're actually a miserable son of a bitch, you know what I mean? You know, you create your own loneliness. But loneliness is not a bad thing, you know, because as Mark said, you gotta have that kind of space, especially if you're performing. You don't want to be sitting and talking to people now in that little time that you have to go. It's good to meditate before that, get away alone. You know, especially if you're playing, like, say, a solo piano concert, or any concert for that matter. There's a time when you have to get away from people that are talking to you about things that's got absolutely nothing to do with the music. I don't want to hear about a mortgage bond or a broken leg, you know. I'll play the music and I'll break my leg on the stage. So, so sometimes that loneliness is important.
That time when you are figuring things out, when you are polishing your craft, you don't need a crowd there. And also, but something that Mark said that happens, that I've experienced, is that up to this day I do believe that the people that I play for in the gigs have not had the best of me.
Yes.
Because when you do the song, and sometimes you could be playing one song for 3 hours, and there's no audience there, it's just you. It heals you.
Yes.
The healing starts with you.
Yes.
So that when you get there, you already know what to give.
Yes.
You know. So I still practice to this day. Some part of it is not practicing, but it's playing for me.
Yes.
If I didn't do that, I would not feel right.
Right.
After playing for so long, what inspires you to go on playing? I want to answer the part of that. I noticed that, like now, Hilton was saying there's a song he composed around the 70s.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can you can find a new way, an advanced way of playing a song that we have done for 20 years.
Yeah.
And when you go it and you wonder why I didn't do this, why I don't do this counterpoint, why you always can be finding.
That's why it's nice to revisit your old experience. 70s, 80s.
We like to go into deeply into what we do as musicians in our own right, but to share it with someone who is starting their journey is also very important to us, So it's very important, that for us it's to also allow the subject to lead, I mean, the subject meaning the student in process. You can't lead someone where they're not ready to go. It's a journey. Like I said, I feel like I'm just beginning.
Never heard this from nowhere. no way from Chicago, you know this. From California, there's no way. Yeah, you just know that you've come into another space. You know. But what happened is that
So sorry, and this song is from where?
it was Natal.
KwaZulu-Natal.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean,
But it's a very old, very ancient sound. You know. For me, it's like the instrument itself speaks the language of the player, of whoever I own. That saxophone, if it's a Spanish guy plays that, it will sound Spanish.
Yeah.
If a Zulu guy plays it, it will sound Zulu. You know, but now what happened, the danger of the school is that the school only teaches from European mentality, mind frame only. You go, you buy a saxophone, you buy a recorder, and then you must play God Save the Queen. And it doesn't start on any song, even a wedding song of your culture. All the books, you're not going to get a book with the wedding songs of your culture. There's no books like that. So that it pushes people into another way, You know, so that their culture is not taken care of as a student when you are starting. There's no school that teaches.
But you do the
There's no
translation.
It's got to come from the.
Yeah, there's no school, no university that teaches.